Yep, meeting is being live streamed. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yep, meeting is being live streamed. Let me see. Oh,
Hi guys, good evening and welcome to today's session.
being live streamed.
Hello, you're live. Hi guys, good evening and welcome to today's session. Hello, you're live. Hi guys, good evening and welcome. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so let's get started. Good evening, everyone. As you all know, my name is Uduak, and I'll be taking you through today's live session. So for today, we are basically going to be reviewing all what you've gone through. I mean, just like a review session, you get more of like time for revision. So please, I would like you all to like run me through what you've done so far. I mean, what you've learned so far through the previous live session you've been attending, and the resources and your tasks and everything. So I don't know if you'd like to maybe like, in fact, do you know what? So you all should please type out what you've learned so far concerning introduction to design, obviously. So what have you gotten from your week 1 session? Because I mean, today is Thursday and Friday is almost here for the session for the week to be over. So yeah, let me know what you've learned so far. Or can somebody basically tell me what they know about design? Like, what do you think design is, for a start? While reading some of your talks, I was seeing some different people have like different opinions what design is and all of that. Amazing answers, and some answers I was like, does the person know what design really is and all of that? So yeah, let me get from you, what do you think design is? Like design in general, what do you think design is? So yeah, let me hear from you. Nice. Ayomide said UI is user interface, which handles what the app looks like. That's very good. Khadija, I would appreciate if you ask your questions like after this session, so that when it's time for questions, so that I can like take all the questions together. But for now, I would like to like get you guys' opinion on what you've been learning so far, or what you've learned so far. Let me know if you guys are in the right track. Okay, Mohammed said learning about different categories of design has been really interesting. That's nice, Mohammed. But what do you think design is, Mohammed? And guys, please, we are 50 people here, and I'd like to get you guys' opinion on what design really is. Oh, Ayomide still said design is trying to make something more beautiful, or passes a message, or more organized. For a reason, I'm still on the right track, but do you think design is just about the visual part, Ayomide? I mean, do you think design is just about what you see physically, like how things look like? Do you think that's just what design is? Or don't you think that design also involves how things works? Don't you think that also covers design? Or guys, please, yeah, let me know what you think design is. Please, guys, I need your answers. I need you guys to please say something. Oh, nice. Yusuf, I love that. Yusuf said, we learned about the different rules subdivided under the user experience design. That's right. Okay, basically, I've gotten people's opinion on what design is. Okay. Ipat said UX describes the overall experience user has while interacting with a product or services. I mean, that's the best answer, yes. That's very good. That's basically what UX is all about the experience of a product or services, like you said. So, Khadija said design is about creativity. Very nice. Ifeanyi said design is creating innovative solutions to solve problems. Very good. You got that right. Paul said design is the act of creating something beautiful and attractive to the eye. Okay, that's good. So I guess for now, you guys basically understand what design really is. But moving to that, can somebody try to distinguish between like the UI design and the UX design? So what do you think is UI design and what do you think is like UX design? So yeah, let me hear what you think about those two terms. What do you think UI design is and what do you think UX design is? Or what does the UI designer do and what does the UX designer do? I'm going through the comment section and I'm really liking what I'm reading here. Basically, everybody are right. I mean, people have different opinions about things, but you guys are really saying like the same thing, but in different contents to get. Okay. Sophia said UI deals with interface and the facial expression of a design. That's nice. Ayomide said UX is basically what a user experience, is while using a product. In the app design part, it involves app transition and other gestures. All right, transitions and other gestures have to do like interaction design and all of that. Do you understand? While UX is strictly about the experience. Okay, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think UX works for digital products, physical products, or both of them? So let me explain. So when you're talking about digital products are products on your apps, on your laptop, anything digitally, do you understand? While physical products are products you can feel, you can touch, you can hold, like your pen, like a cup, like a television, do you understand? Like a light bulb, like a building, like product you can see, you can hold, you can feel, and all of that. That's what physical product is. So do you think UX just covers the digital products, or UX covers the physical products, or UX covers both physical and digital? And please, I need you guys to back up your answer with some explanations, like why do you think, or how do you think UX covers both? You can also give some examples where you're trying to like portray your points. Oh, nice. UX design, Gideon said UX design involves the design of the entire process of acquiring and integrating the products, including aspects of branding, design, usability, and function. That's nice, Gideon. Yeah. I know you guys are saying both of them. UX covers both digital and the physical products. Yeah, that's fine. But I need you guys to like buttress your points. Or are you trying to tell me that, take for example, now I take a glass cup to take water. What do you think the experience is there using a glass cup? I really want to know if you guys like really understand what UX really means, so that you guys don't like confuse things. Okay, UX design deals with, Sophia said UX design deals with both physical, it deals with both because it deals with the overall experience and the overall experience, the physical and digital products. Nice. I love what Connor said. She said both physical and digital products needs to be easy to use. That's very good. UX is all about ease of use of any type of product. So yeah, you guys now understand what user experience is. That's good to see. That's very nice. So another question I have, what we are trying to do is to know if you guys really understand what you've been taught so far. Since the beginning of the week, and also the tasks you've been given, if you really understand them, just basically some revision time. Do you understand? So that's what we're basically doing for those that are joining us. So now let's go to another question I'll be asking you guys. The next question is, can you differentiate between a UI UX designer and a product designer? A UI UX designer and a product designer. So yeah, I need you guys to just differentiate between a UI UX and a product designer. Also, Mitchell, you're asking if there's no class. So this is what we do. For all the live sessions we will be having all through this program, all through Zurich cohort 2, what we are basically doing is answering your questions. Do you understand? You go through your resources, your tags, and all of that. Then you come in and ask your questions. So that's what this live session is all about. Just to basically assist you guys with whatever you think you don't really understand or what you've gone through. So that's what live classes are for. So not basically to teach you from ground up. If you have questions, if you're in doubt or there's anything, you come here, you ask your questions, and we'll give you answer to all your questions. That's what we're here. But for now, what we are basically doing on my live session is reviewing or revising all what you guys have been taught so far. Do you understand? Because while grading, I have been seeing some people's answers. Do you understand? And I would say some really got what introduction to design is. The tasks you have been given. Some people got it right, some people did not. So yeah, we are trying to revise them. Just know if you are familiar with the terms UI, UX, and product design. Things related to design. Do you understand? So that's what we are trying to do here. So sorry for that break. So let's get started. Let's continue from where we are, which is basically you guys distinguishing between UI UX designer and product designer. So yeah, I'll be reading through the comment section now to see if you guys got it right. Okay. UI UX designer. All right, so Juliet said UX design is all about empathy. That's nice. So Kim said a product designer is a UI UX designer, while sometimes a UI UX designer is not a product designer. Kim, can you please buttress that? What do you mean by that so that you don't confuse us? I understand what you mean, but I just want you to really explain what you mean so I can read it to your colleagues for them to really understand what you're trying to say there. So reading on that comment, the Vibe Check channel said a UI UX designer just deals with designing a product and doing research and all, while a product designer deals with designing a product, putting it out and creating for the product throughout its I don't think she's done. Throughout its life cycle. That is very nice. Yeah, That's good. So from what she said, do you understand? Just like I said during my first session, a UI designer just like get the project, start with the project, obviously with the research and all editing, um, doing the UI, prototyping to test and all of that, then hand it over to the next person in line of the product. Do you understand? That's developers or whoever the person is. That's basically the work of a UI designer, while the work of a product designer continues from there, not just handling over. Do you understand? See the product through like basically like a life cycle. Do you get? Try to like manage the products, if there are any updates or anything missing out and all of that. Also, trying to like see through if the product is being like developed the right way and all of that. Do you understand? Not just being like this, like, oh, I'm done designing and take your product, I'm done with your product, I'm done with doing design, so on to the next. No, that's not a product designer does. So yeah, she really got that right. So another person said, okay, the same thing. Another person said the product designer is involved throughout the life cycle of the product, whereas the UI designer isn't. Same thing. So one said a product designer also have an eye for how well the product works with the customer experience. Nice. While UX designer focus on the user interaction with the design itself. Solomon, you are right, but the question is, what's different between a product designer and a UI UX designer? Not a product designer and a UX. It's UI UX designer. So I'm reading other people's questions. So another one is product designers are designers that work through the lifespan. Okay, you guys I hope you guys are not reading this thing from somewhere, because you guys are like saying basically the same thing. You get kind of like word to word. But I'm really glad you guys understand what a product designer, who a product designer is and what they do, and also who a UI UX designer is and what they do. That is nice. So please give me a sec. Oops. Okay, I'm trying to like check out stuff.
Think all right, sorry for the break in transmission. That was a network issue. So we're just going to say continue from where Uduak stopped. All right, so I think since a lot of people have had a grasp of what the all of UX and UI is, even understanding that product design is different from UI UX. I think it actually shows that the program is getting really, like, people are really getting grasp of the program, of the resources, and I think that's part of that's one of the main reasons why everyone is here, just to learn, to understand, to know more. I think during my own class yesterday, I saw that a lot of people were asking a lot of questions, and seeing now that most of everyone on this call had answers to questions Uduak has been asking, shows progress, and it's really important. And as this is a revision session, it's just to take your mind through everything you've learned again. Since next week you're going to be introduced to a new topic, you're going to start learning new things. It's just pretty much important that you understand the basics, and that's the different categories or niches or the different type of design areas there are. And because you might end up finishing this program, and maybe you might not become a product designer, you might decide to just become a UI designer. Just like somebody asked yesterday and asked if they could be a if they could be a product designer. So I think it's pretty much important. It's pretty much important to know what the areas of design, what they are all about, and to be able to choose at the end of the day which one you really want to focus on, which one you really want to hold on to. So I think I'm just going to try to see what everyone is saying so that I can catch up from there. All right, so people are saying I should increase my voice. Oh, okay. Then how do we classify social media designers under UX or UI designers? I think for social media designers, I think it depends. So I want you to see it this way. UI, UX is a skill, and it translates into a profession. So just you could actually have the knowledge of UI and knowledge of UX and be a social media designer. That means whatever you learn, the basics of design, everything you know about user interface and user experience design is going to translate into you designing for social media. And the thing is, that's what's interesting about design. Like you could actually know different say different parts of design, different things about design. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is, the knowledge. I can use this knowledge in this area. I can use this knowledge in this area. Do you think maybe, do you think motion designers don't need maybe UI design when they are working with motion design or trying to create a motion design, say, video? Obviously, they need the basics of UI design. They need to be able to work on their alignment, work on their proximity, work on the spacing, know timing, all these things. And these are basic things UI designers will also work with. And it doesn't now mean, okay, like because the person is into motion design is also a UI designer. No. But then just because you have the knowledge, you can easily use it in your field, in what you are working on. So that's how it translates into it. Then someone says, Toba says, can I say product designing involves business part of UI UX? Yes, you can say that. You can say that. Product designing is just basically you understanding the whole life process of the product, like from the beginning to the end, the business, how the product will sell, if the product will sell at this point in time, if you think people would buy the product at this point in time, if an update is good to go live at this particular time, or you should wait till another time before releasing the update. Imagine now, okay, so product designer would be part of who make the decision that, this new dynamic island on the Apple device, let's launch it with iPhone 14 now and perfect it in iPhone 15. Or let's just make it on the iPhone 14 Pros and not put it on the normal iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus. A UX designer or a UI designer could just design it for all the screens from 14 to 14 to 14 Pro Max. But then the product designer would now see and say, let's do it this way because of this maybe business idea, or because of the way to affect the business. We want people to buy the Pro model because it's new. Let's just keep it for the Pro model. That way people will not buy the regular model, and people will spend much more money to buy the pro models, which will bring more income for the whole franchise. So something like that. So if you see it that way, yeah, it could actually work that way. One thing I think product design is the combination of UI and UX. But it's more than that. It's more than just the combination of UI and UX. And someone says, are we still going to have your class between 8 to 9 p.m., sir? Most likely, yes. I'm just still, when Uduak comes back and maybe network gets sorted, then she's going to take over from where. All right, so does anyone have anything they want to share about what you've been learning? Any new thing that's popped into your mind? Have you started seeing maybe if you've understood the concepts, have you been seeing maybe any difference between design, like maybe do you now understand the difference between a graphic designer, a product designer, a UI designer, a UX designer, a motion designer? The understanding of the concepts, are they clearer now? So yeah, so those are questions. If you have thought about those and you have a better understanding, you can share your understanding. You can help us to, or you can lend us your voice so we can hear you. Some people are saying they can't hear me. I'm sure other people can hear me. Yeah, okay. So I'm waiting to see what everyone has to say. What's the difference between interaction design and motion design? I think I explained that yesterday. If you can watch yesterday's video, I explained it pretty much more than once. So if you check the last video yesterday, you should see that there. All right, so I have a Figma account. Do I still need to open a new one? No, you can continue to use your old Figma account if you have it already. All right, so someone says, which do you recommend, Adobe XD or Figma? Well, which do I recommend? Figma, obviously, Figma. All right, so Uduak is back and should be speaking to you guys now.
Hi guys, I'm so sorry about that. All right. Yeah, Lloyd, thank you very much. So since this is just like 1 hour session, we'll be moving on to the next. Yeah, we'll be moving on to the next activity for the day that I have set aside. So which is like a question and answer session. I mean, we are done with our revision now. Do you guys have any questions you'd like to ask regarding maybe what you've taught, what you've learned so far? Yeah, you guys are asking tax questions. I mean, question related to tax, not related to tax. Okay, you have issues with linking the calendar to your linking the Zurich calendar to your calendar, or whatever question you may have. So yeah, let us please ask a question. What resource is available for us? Okay, so for your a post was sent, I think earlier this week, I guess on Monday. Yeah, Monday morning was set down for you guys to study. Yeah, thanks. Sunday and Akim. So for you guys to study and go through to help you with your tax, and some links also be attached to those or to that post. So those are the resources you should go through for this first week. For next week, I'm sure it will be uploaded very soon. Next week, resources and tax is coming and all of that. So there's also one thing I want to remind you guys of. Please try as much as possible to do your tax on time. Like, please, the issue we had with the last cohort, or one of the issues we had with the last cohort was that some people like not being able to make their submissions on time. So please, guys, try as much as possible to make sure your tax is submitted on time. I don't mean like you should rush it and all of that. I mean, we have so many we have so many live sessions throughout the week. I mean, we have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all of that. So they are like time for you guys to come on to the call and ask a question. So we are not like expecting anybody to submit late or to miss the tax submission and be like, oh, please, I missed it due to one reason or the other. Kindly reopen the tax. It won't be possible. So that's just on a side note. So somebody asked how to link our Figma to the community. I don't really understand, Sunday Alabi. Can you please explain better? When are we going to start designing stuff? Nice. So you're going to start designing stuff when you are done learning the basics. Do you understand? I don't know if you know, but this program is a beginner's program, which means that we have to like teach you guys design from scratch. When you're talking about design, like you get. I mean, your first tax already made mention of the fact that design is not just about the physical thing, like what you see, about like drawing and all of that. I mean, you are drawing stuff, you are trying to create a solution. There's something in your head that you're like trying to bring out to life. Do you get? It's not just about the visuals. So we are trying to get you guys to know the basics first. Do you understand? And when it's time to design, I mean, you are going to design, say, you'll be tired. So sure, that one is coming. But first of all, let's go through the theories and all of that. You don't worry, very soon you make your first designs, okay? So another person asks, I downloaded Figma on my phone, and do I need to download it on a laptop? So yeah, let me tell you the difference between the Figma app and the laptop. So in as much as Figma is an online tool, you can still use it offline, which means that you can, once you open your, with your internet, go to Figma and all of that, figma.com. Once you're on your Figma board, you can off your internet and design. But once you want to leave, like you want to save your work, you have to on your internet, like to save it. If you don't on it, it won't save. It won't save to like cloud, you get. So that's one. Second one is, that one I made mention of, you can make use of it on Figma app, like web app. You download it on your laptop, or you can use it on the site. So that's one. Second one is the Figma you have on your phone. The Figma you have on your phone, is called Figma Mirror. And what Figma Mirror basically is Figma Mirror allows you to like see your app, like see your design. Do you understand? Directly on your phone. Let's say you're designing, it's very good for those that design apps. Do you get? Let's say you're designing a mobile app, any app, choose any product, you're designing something but for mobile. You get, while you're designing on your laptop, you want to like see how it sees, like in the actual sense, like how it look like on the phone. So you can then open your Figma Mirror on your phone. When I'm talking about Figma Mirror, I'm talking about the app, the one on your mobile phone. So open your Figma Mirror and connect it with the same account you use on your laptop. Once everything is connected, click on a frame, then it's going to appear on your screen. So you would see whatever changes you make on your screen, on your laptop, you would see that on your phone. It's basically you seeing your designs up front, just like how it's going to look like on the app. So that's what Figma Mirror is all about. So your question, which is, I downloaded Figma Mirror on my phone. Do I need to download it on my laptop? Yes, because you can't use your phone to design, basically. No, it's not possible. If you don't have a laptop, I really don't know if you can scale through this, but you just have to like get somewhere where you can get the laptop from. Another question is, where can I get the post or link to the post? Okay, let's just run that quickly. You're talking about design posts. So you're going to come here and look for introduction to design. This is post, right? Yeah, this post. Okay. Let's start for design. Okay, is it coming out? Hold on. Don't worry, I'll get that. Still post. Hold on. Users. This is for tax. All right, so to check the post, do you understand? You just go through the post here. I can't really see it here because they're giving me like all the posts, both the front end, back end, and everything. So you check your post here, you navigate to where you'd see Introduction to Figma week 1. Do you understand? That's the resources I was telling you about that has to do with this your week 1. That's this your week 1 tax. You will test your week 1 tax. So let's say, for example, let's say this is it. This is just an example though. So let's say this is it. You are going to see, you can see that there are links. These are links already. So you would see them like this. So you can go through the link, either articles or videos that like drop there. So you can just go to it and all of that. So yeah, that's it. Next question is, sorry, let me leave this page. We are not using that. So next question is, the question under the link attached to our resources video, not our normal tax, are the answers going to be graded? I don't really know what you're talking about, Sophia. I can't really remember what you're talking about. Okay, so what is wireframe? So what wireframe basically is now look at YouTube that you're looking at to get is mixed with like colors and all of that. Imagine, so for you to design YouTube like this, what you're seeing right now, you have to basically do more of like a sketch, like a black and white interface, do you understand? Without adding colors or without adding pictures. You can see that the picture link, there's a picture next to your name there. If it's not a picture, like there's a placeholder, a label next to your name and all of that. So what you basically have to do is, wireframe is more like a black and white of your design. Do you understand? More like a sketch that actually shows what your design is going to be like. It's not like the final version because you can iterate on wireframe. What I mean iterate, like work on it. There might be some errors and all of that. So just like more of a like first draft when you're designing. So that's what wireframe basically is. So another person asked, okay, what does prototyping mean? So prototyping means prototyping basically like linking pages together. Do you understand? More of like an interaction. For example, now, when you click on the name of this channel, that's the Zuri team. When you click on the Zuri team, a page is going to come. So for you to click there, the linking between this page and the next one is what you call prototyping. Do you understand? Prototyping basically means like linking different pages together, more of like to form an experience and interaction. So that's what prototyping is. How to create and share your Figma file. Okay, how do you create and share your Figma file? Your Figma profile rather. So hold on, let me navigate to my Figma. So for your Figma profile, so just come, once you click here like this, do you understand? Once you click here, you are going to come down to this place, internal profile. Click on internal profile. Do you understand? Then if you're on the web, you just copy the URL just copy the URL there and like submit, because that's what your profile is. So yeah, that's how you can get your Figma profile. Another one is I've not seen any resources. Okay, I guess we'll have to like quickly look for that. Let me just use this number and fast track it down. Let's see if we'll get it. Okay, this Python. We're basically looking for the one for product design. So this is product design you get. So you can see week 1 post, week 1 resources for product design, introduction to design. So these are the resources I was talking about. Sorry. These are the resources. You basically just have to like go through each and every one of them. You might, I mean, this is the main video. You might be like, I don't have time to like read through all of this. Let me just go through the main video. If you do that, there might be some things you miss here that we just did not point it out to you. Do you get? Because some of those questions you come to ask here are inside some of these articles. Do you understand? It's just articles to assist you in order to like enable you understand more about what the topic actually is. So you get, this is like introduction to design. You know your task is about, your task was what is a UI UX designer, who is a UI designer, brand designer, all of that. All of that you can get the answer when you like go through these resources you get that was dropped. So these are your resources. So this is the resources. In case you want to like write it down, this is it here. Do you understand? This is the URL that you can get your resources from. Okay. Any other question? Are we meant to submit a Figma profile link on LMS? So Ade, do you know what you do? You basically just have to go to your task to read what your task is telling you to do. Then you have to do it. Do you understand? Where's the Figma task? Add to your calendar, add to your calendar, add to your calendar. So let's get the one for design. Let's get for like general. Okay. Hold on. I really don't want to go check other people's tax, but do you understand? Whatever it is your tax is telling you to do. I don't want to open any of these tax because it already contains answers already. So yeah, I don't want to like start showing anybody the answers to the tax. So whatever your tax tells you to do is what you should do. Any questions? Oh yeah, I mean I have to like get going so that the next track can have their tax. So guys, there's going to be another design live session by 8 o'clock and you have to attend. I mean, for those who can attend now, you might want to, leave it to the next live session. But basically, like I said before, what our live sessions are for is to answer your questions. Do you understand? You don't have to attend all of them. You don't have to attend all of them. We basically do it like that because some people are working. We understand that some people are working and some people are like full-time, some people are part-time. So since you understand that, we are basically like having different sessions so that if a part-timer like those working cannot attend the morning session, they can attend the session in the evening. Do you understand? So whatever session that they want to attend, they attend. You just don't miss a session. You don't miss live classes. It's not possible. So for those asking questions, I would appreciate it if you ask the next live session so that you get answers to it, because this will be off from me for today. And thank you guys for attending this live session. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, bye.